And so, there we go. So Warsa's finally had enough of those barbarians. It wants me to move against them. And so by keeping this encampment over there, I just kind of made it a pain in the ass for a city-state. I'm going to to be able to get some early influence with them because of that, which is excellent. So I'm probably going to just use this warrior here to move against them. This warrior will have enough XP for a promotion fairly soon. There we go. I'm going to get it shocked because it'll be fighting an open terrain over here, so that's going to help it quite a bit. And now this scout is going to meet the Persians, it looks like. And if you look here, that's either the Persians or the Siamese. I think it's the Persians. Yeah, there we go. I can tell that the Persians have problems with the barbarians because they have this old tile here that's being pillaged. So I know that the Persians are kind of behind. They have access to horses, but not right now because it's being pillaged. So I know that they're a little bit behind, which is good to know. So I, delayed my start by 2 turns, but other civs have had their problems too. So I know that I'm not horribly behind, and I'm going to get this encampment here. And so I did get a second worker. It was probably a worker that belonged to this city-state here, and you cannot give back a worker to a city-state that you have not met yet. So right now I just took over this worker, so I'm going to send it here to help improve my city that I'm going to found right now. New York, there we go. And so I don't need to build a worker quite yet because I have a second one. I'm just going to build a monument to help it get some more tiles around the area. And I have just met Belgrade. There we go. So that's the Belgradians, however they're called. And yeah, not going to go for that. And ergo, my archer is finished here, so I could go for Stonehenge or the Great Lighthouse. But for now, I'm going to go for a workboat because I want that bonus food and going to kill off those brutes. Perfect. Now this is a little dangerous, and I don't want to fight those brutes because right now they are attacking. There we go. It's the Siamese. It's not the Persians. Because right now they're attacking the Siamese and they're kind of being a pain in the ass. Look at that. The Siamese don't even have their resources improved yet. The one that they did have, the horses, have been pillaged. That's why you want to go for that second military unit very early to defend yourself, to prevent that from happening. Because right now the Siamese are way behind. They're still at 4 population. They cannot grow their population very quickly because they do not have access to any of their resources and they cannot improve their terrain around their city. That's why you want to keep barbarians at bay with your military units. And so there we go. Perfect. Going to get some ruins, get some more info, get some more scouting done. Probably going to be able actually to move this archer up here to deal with this because the warrior on his own might not be enough. And so I do have my first city. First order of business is almost always to build a trade route with that city to get the gold working, although I am making quite a bit of gold because I do have my luxury resources improved fairly easily. And there we go. I do know that there's an encampment here, so this is a little dangerous. I am going to try to move here to prevent the barbarians from ninjaing my worker. Because, I mean, I didn't spend any time building that worker, but still losing it would be a bit of a blow. So I'm going to try to keep it away from those barbarians. And this would not be a bad spot to settle either. Along the river, access to some horses. I mean, if I would probably have to get a little closer here to the gold to make it worthwhile. So possibly over here, get access to the bananas. That would be a good spot. Get access to this too. More bananas over here, but yeah. Sure, why not?
สวัสดี
Alright, going to kill off this encampment right away. Do not want to wait. Because if you kill it fast enough, it will not have time to spawn an extra brute. And I'm going to heal my warrior here. It is in friendly territory, so it will heal even faster. And I'm going to kind of have a look around at the Siamese's territory and going to move up here. And I don't have access to the road quite yet. That's true. Because I don't have the wheel. But there's really nothing that I can improve around here anyway. Unless I buy... No, not even then. So what I'll do is I'll just work on a quick mine here. Because I won't be able to build a farm before I get my... yeah,
For
sure, why not? There we go. Finishing off this encampment. And now, the first tile, I'm going to get access to these sheep fairly soon, but yeah, I do need to build a farm on this. Continue exploring over here. This is a very strange continent. And so tackling barbarians at the start of the game is a good idea just to get experience, to get that gold, to kind of push off against them. Keep them away from your empire so your workers can work at, as much as they can, and then build your policies accordingly depending on what you need. I like to get honor to help with barbarians, and then depending on what you need, tradition or liberty. If you have some food problems at your capital, get tradition, obviously. If you have some marble close by, you might want to get tradition also to stack the marble with aristocracy, which will let you build wonders very quickly. Or in my case, I went with liberty because I am going to try to kind of expand a lot over here. And since those cities will not have access to many luxury resources, I'll probably get meritocracy to kind of soften the blow. Sorry. But overall, kind of a shitty starting position, unfortunately. Really nothing amazing close by. A lot of gold, a lot of silk, and a lot of ivory. There's really nothing else that I have access to close at hand, which is not the best. But so I am, if you see, tailoring my technology to what I have around my city, making sure that I defend myself, making sure that I pick the right policies, and then just trying to explore a lot. I will often get a second scout at this point if I have time, but right now I had to build a workboat to improve this fish here, so I couldn't get my second scout right away. Very important to keep your units alive, try not to lose them at the start of the game, and then that's it. That's kind of the general build order, if you will, quote unquote, that I go for at the start of the game. It's very variable, there's nothing set in stone, you have to be flexible, you have to adapt to kind of make the best of what you're given, and right now I am not given a whole lot. This is not a great game. Although if I'm able to kind of make a medieval era push against the Babylonians, that could be a decent game, because then I could kind of cut the continent in half. Assuming that this is not an inner sea, I could kind of then move and settle west and get friendly with Warsaw and with Belgrade, and then just push east. This here is kind of a slightly narrow choke point, so I could settle another city down here or something, and then just push off east against the Siamese and the Japanese. And so that's it. That was a quick video about a build order. If you have any comments, post them, and subscribe to my channel if you want to know when the next video is going to come out. So that's it. Until next time, have a good one, guys.